Obviously, Liverpool won. They are through. Big performance from Arne Slot. Couldn't even get the mask out for Slot tonight.
No, I couldn't. I mean, Liverpool, mate, they are a bunch of absolute charlatans themselves.
What do you mean?
Seriously, they're just a little bit better than you, but they're up the other end of the table. They will get absolutely pummeled by PSG.
They won 4-0.
Against who? Sorry, remind me? Galatasaray.
Well, be careful saying that, mate.
No, there is no way they're getting past PSG. All it's doing is prolonging Liverpool's... They think... Any Liverpool fan listening to this, well played tonight. He did really well. If Liverpool play like anything they have done against your mob at the weekend, they were absolutely disgusting. You're at the better side. You're at the better side at the weekend. And they're going to phone up now, giving it big licks.
Okay, but Liverpool are a Champions League royalty outfit.
Yeah.
What is on?
So, you don't have to be great to win the Champions League.
Mate, there's no way.
You just got to know how to get it done. This is why Liverpool have done it. Real Madrid have done it.
No,
teams do it. The big teams do it.
This Liverpool side, mate.
They can do it.
They might.
Liverpool can win the Champions League.
No, they can't. No, they don't. Against who? Who are they going to beat? They've got to beat everyone. They ain't beating Arsenal. Right? There's no way they're beating Arsenal. There's no way they're beating PSG. And there's no way they're beating Munich.
They've beat Arsenal this season.
There's no way. There's over 2 legs. No chance, mate.
They're playing them over two. What are you on
They're
about?
not beating Bayern Munich. Jay, don't. Look,
Oh, no, but they haven't got to beat Arsenal over 2 legs. They're on the other side of the draw.
they're not beating Arsenal. They're not.
I mean, in one game in the final.
In a one-off final.
Okay, but that's what happened.
They ain't getting the final, mate.
They got to beat PSG.
And 2 legs.
And then Real Madrid or Bayern Munich.
PSG they'll be running around Anfield with. There'll be no chance, mate. Absolutely no chance. This Liverpool side, they are.
It's only just because you got slapped by PSG, it doesn't mean that Liverpool are going to get slapped.
Well, they will.
You had ice skates on at the back. You know, they got Van Dijk.
Where was Van Dijk at the weekend? What was he doing? Twerking in the box.
Why are you going back
when
to the Premier
Mawani's
League?
going up?
The Premier League and the Champions League are 2 completely different tournaments. It's a different competition. Liverpool in the Champions League have been good. They've gone through tonight. They've pumped Galatasaray, and they've cruised through
to the
quarterfinal.
Don't be coming on here, Liverpool fans, shouting your mouth off. Don't be doing that.
What is on?
All right, you can have your say on that. 03717 223344. The managers, big night, European action. Before we get to your calls, let's have a look at some of the score lines from around Europe tonight and over this leg. PSG slapped Chelsea 8-2. Real Madrid 5-1. Arsenal 3-1. Sporting 5-3. Barcelona 8-3. Bayern 10-2. Atletico 7-5. And Liverpool 4-1. 68 goals in 8 games.
That's nuts. That is absolutely crazy.
It's unreal. I mean, you helped there, didn't you, really, with the stats? You played your part there. Why do you think that is? You know, like we've seen, obviously, Chelsea got slapped, Man City got slapped, Newcastle got slapped, Spurs conceded 7, Bayern scored 10. But are we looking at the fact that Premier League teams have had their collar felt a little bit?
100%. Yeah. This, you know, we are an unbelievable league. But the truth is, this last couple of seasons, the league is actually pretty dull. Now, I watched PSG last night, all jokes aside. That is a football team. That is a proper football team.
Yeah.
Don't rely on long balls. Don't rely on set piece. Don't rely on long throws. They are a proper team.
Yeah.
And last season, they were the best side I saw.
Yeah.
In any competition. They went on to win the Champions League.
Saw that tonight with Barcelona as well.
I don't know about Barca.
What do you mean?
I don't know about Barca.
They won 8-3.
Yeah. First half, Newcastle the better side.
Yeah, I know, but...
No, I'm not convinced by them. I'm not convinced.
Here's my take on it. You're right. The league is. You know, you look at over the league phase. The Premier League teams go, God, look at us. We're just dominating Europe because we're too strong over.
Yes.
You know, an 8-9 game. Yes. How many games you play, right? Yes. But when it comes to the elite level, when it comes to the knockout rounds and the big games against the big dogs, we get found out because our Premier League, really, I don't think the quality is that great.
No, it's not
It's
great.
been a set-piece league.
Yeah.
It's all been about long throws, direct football. And you play against PSG, you play against Real Madrid, you play against Barcelona, Bayern Munich, you know, even Atletico, you know, in Madrid. We get found out because they know how to play football.
They are football teams in the true sense of the word. But that doesn't necessarily mean to say that Arsenal, who are going to be have got their criticism, aren't capable of going and doing what they're doing in the Premier League and overpowering teams and dominating games, because Arsenal are the best at it.
Yeah.
They're the best at it.
Do you think Arsenal are going to win it?
Mate, if they don't, then I think they're...
Secret Arsenal fan this season. What's
Mate,
that
listen,
What is on?
I've got no love. I hope Arsenal fall at the last every time. But you've got to appreciate a good side. You've got to appreciate what they do, and they do it well. Dark arts, all of that. I've said this. I want my side, Chelsea, to be more like them. We are
you got beat 8-2.
But that's what I mean. I want to be more like Arsenal.
You didn't respect the ball.
I want to be more like Arsenal, mate. I do. I want the dark arts. I want to go down in the box, throw yourself down, goalkeepers going down, holding his head.
You want to be like PSG. You want to be like Barcelona. That's what. If I'm a football team, I want to be like them.
I'm talking about.
I don't want to be like Arsenal.
I'm talking more.
I want to be like PSG.
I want to be more like in the Premier League. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
but Arsenal can go on and win this Champions League by being who they are. They are more,
and that's fine,
right? But if you're talking about a football club and a football team, PSG they have embodied everything. They are just a brilliant team, moving the ball, creativity. Going forward, Barcelona tonight, some of the goals. Oh my God, what was the goal in the first and second half?
Yeah, is that right?
It's just a beauty.
That's see that in the Premier League.
That's the beautiful game.
Yeah.
Okay, the way they move the ball through thirds. It's a beautiful ball from left back into Lewandowski. Is Lewandowski played off?
No, it was Lamine Yamal.
And then just playing his part. Carving you open from just... Arsenal aren't that team. And that's okay. You can still be... You don't have to be like that. But what I saw last night was just an eye-opener. It was... They are miles ahead of anything in the Premier League in terms of football terms, PSG. Miles ahead. No team can touch them with the ball at their feet. And Arsenal, as good as they are, they're not on the same level as a football team as PSG. Nowhere near it. But Arsenal can do it in a different way.
Yeah.
And they're going to have to find a way. Liverpool got to find a way. From what I've seen of Liverpool this season and PSG in the Champions League, Liverpool, I don't think they're capable. I genuinely don't think they're capable of matching PSG, because they have got the lot. Honestly, they are, and they're ruthless, utterly ruthless. So
let's go to Richard. He's a Liverpool fan. He was at the game, right, Rich?
All right, Rich.
Evening, gents. How you doing?
All
right. Look, massive night for you. You had to win that one, and you did.
It was, but just before I get into the game, can I just pass on my best wishes to Danny Kelly? Obviously, listening to talkSPORT earlier, heard his sad news. My brother's going through something similar at the moment, so I fully appreciate what he's going through. So yeah, just looking forward to hearing him back on the airwaves, hopefully as soon as possible.
Well said.
But yeah, moving on to the game that we'll love and get frustrated by and everything else. I'm not sure where that performance has been for Liverpool this season. It's a complete 180 compared to what we saw on Sunday. It was Sunday against Spurs was so slow, whereas tonight from the outset it was intense, and that was, I think it helped that the crowd were up for it as well.
Yeah.
It's our best chance at silverware this season. We've got to go to the Etihad in the FA Cup. And if I'm being honest, I think
we've got to go to PSG in the next game in the Champions League.
We have got to go to PSG in the next round, but it's over 2 legs, so I'll give us a little bit more of a chance. It's going to be tough. There's no getting away from that. But I think we've won this competition before, and we can get these results when we're not necessarily playing well in the league. You've only got to look at 2005. We were absolutely horrific in the league that season. With Jimmy Traore playing in defence, we went and won the European Cup. So I think Europe suits us a little bit. We've got some players that are better suited to the slower paced game of Europe. Now, whether we can bring that intensity ourselves to it without conceding too many at the back is going to be a challenge, especially when you've got PSG and then potentially Bayern Munich in the semi-finals. It's going to be tough. I can't sit here and say we're going to win it, but I think we've got the players to do it. It's just whether we can get everything.
Cundy thinks he got no chance.
Well, we've definitely got a chance. It's Liverpool Football Club. We've won this competition 6 times. We've definitely got a chance. We're in the quarterfinals. When it gets down to the last 8, it's anyone's game. But I think at this stage I think we're in a good position playing PSG at Anfield for the second leg. But yeah, I think we've got to keep we've got to keep it to if we're going to lose in Paris, we've got to keep it to a 1-goal deficit at the most. I think any more than that is going to be too difficult.
Right. Rich, listen, thanks for your call. I'm going to go to Ali Hamidi. He's phoned us up. All right, Ali.
Ali?
Oi, oi, Jay. Oi, oi, Cundy. What's happening, boy?
How are you, mate? You've been at the game. I see you on the front row.
Yeah, oi, you've seen the commentary clip as well, haven't you?
Well, yeah, it wasn't your best work.
No, that was wonderful work because that's actually the first game I've been able to go to all season since Bournemouth, yeah? And I've ended up watching most of the season in the hotel rooms with the commentary off. And honestly, I really don't think this Liverpool team is as bad as Cundy and everyone's making out. I feel like we're a couple of percent the wrong side of the line. And you know the fine margins, yeah? And that team, they're not, Cundy, I know you think we're going to go into PSG and get battered, yeah?
I just think I have two legs. You're so inconsistent. And you're saying I'm not that bad. We've had Liverpool fans that want slot out. That's not me saying
it. Madness, mate. Madness.
What? It's not madness, though, Alex. Sorry, mate.
It's
not madness.
It is madness,
it's
mate.
Not.
Some of them passes, it is absolute madness. Honestly, Jay, I sit in the front row of the Cop. I look at the body language of some of them players in the first 3 minutes. I look at Konate on the ball, right? And I look at him from what I saw in the first game of the season and last season. You can see the fear in their faces. And that is coming from fans. You can hear them straight away within 3 minutes, They're wanting like FIFA computer game football, and it's ridiculous. I would have if they said to us last year, you're going to win the league, and then this year we're going to come 7th, every Liverpool fan, to the man, across the globe, to the woman, would have signed up for that.
What are you on about, Ali? Seriously, who wouldn't? Name me a club that wouldn't take that.
Yeah,
you're talking rubbish. Name me a club that wouldn't say, win the title this year, but next year you won't. Name that club.
No one.
Well, what are you talking about then?
So what I'm saying to you, everyone's saying slot out. What? Who are you going to replace him with? Why?
What are you going to replace him with? Your Liverpool Football Club.
You boys, I love you. I love you, but now
win the title and not next year. Would you take it?
Yeah, but you have more impact on players now, you as individuals, as commentators, as pundits, as fans. They're having more impact on players' minds than ever.
Do me a favour.
Ali, what are you on about?
Playing, they listen and watch everything you say.
No.
Look at Salah and Carragher's arguments. It's pathetic, but you get in their heads. And they honestly...
Sorry, Ali, can I just get this straight, right? You're trying to blame the media because Liverpool this season been bang average.
No, I am saying, I'm not saying that. I'm saying the media, when the chips are down, players' confidence, they're fragile. You've both been footballers, yeah? You've both been... Cundy, you've scored a tackle from the halfway line, yeah? Unbelievable. But what I'm saying is you get once you're in their heads, They and I can see the fear in there when they're playing. But look at that team. They get one or two goals up.
You can't be blaming the media, Jason Cundy, for Liverpool being crap this season.
The culprit that time, Jason Cundy.
I honestly do not think we have been. Honestly, when you watch it without commentary, it's like.
Sorry, did you see Wolves away?
I've watched everything. Yeah.
Okay.
And honestly, I watched I'm watching that in a hotel.
Are you blaming Jamie Carragher?
No, I'm not. I'm blaming. I'm not. What I'm saying is, we are not as bad. If you watch it without commentary, you watch them games. I really feel like we're half a yard, a little pass. Someone doesn't move. It's just tiny percentages. I think that team, that squad, has the athleticism, the technique, the ability to be a very, very good football team. Will they beat PSG? Absolute tall order. But when Liverpool get in the quarter-final of the Champions League, if they get away from PSG with a result, I don't think if we come away from there 1-0 down.
Anything like you've been in the
if we get a 0-0 or something at PSG, anything's possible.
So you're blaming Sam Matface?
No.
You're blaming Jim Bradford.
I'm blaming the fragility of footballers' mentality today. I think they are more delicate.
What about Arsenal's mentality? What about that?
I think they'd be honestly I think Arsenal are going to win the league. When the question marks came, when they lost that, and City were breathing on their necks, and they had 2 London derbies back to back.
But then, so you can't then use Arsenal's different to Liverpool.
No, but what I'm saying is Liverpool were having an inconsistent season, and the players, the weight of the shirt, the media, they get in their heads, and once it's not going well...
Ali, mate.
This is pathetic from you, Ali.
Ali. It's absolute shambles from you, mate. Sorry.
You're just making excuse after excuse.
Would you bet your life...
You're making excuses, Ali.
Liverpool won't win the Champions League?
No, you're making excuses, though. You're making excuses.
No, I'm just saying, Cundy, would you bet your life
you're making
Liverpool won't win the Champions League?
You're behind Aston Villa.
No,
is that the media's fault?
I'm okay with that. We were champions.
How can you be okay with that? How can you be okay
with that? I'll live with that. I'm happy. I'm grateful. I'm not greedy. But, Cundy, question to you, bruv. Could or would you bet your life on Liverpool not winning the Champions League?
This season?
Would?
Yeah. What do you want me to say again? Yeah.
This is recorded. This is recorded.
Double yeah. Because I just don't see this Liverpool.
Jamie, would you bet your life on Liverpool not winning the Champions League?
No, I think Liverpool can win the Champions League.
Ali, would you bet your life on Liverpool winning it?
I've said that from the start.
Would you bet your life on Liverpool winning it?
Would I bet my life on Liverpool winning it?
Come on, don't fence with me. You know the question. Answer it. Yes or no?
Would I bet my life on Liverpool winning it? Nah. I wouldn't either.
Well, there you go then. So
get rid of him. Honestly, comes on here. And at least I'm going to. I'll give an honest answer. Him. Would I bet my? What's the question again?
Ali Hamidi there, TV presenter, by the way. You've just buried him.
Well, he's a Liverpool fan talking absolute guff.
I've got more of your calls. Big night in the Champions League. You can have your say. 03 717 22 33 44.